Hello and welcome to We're trying Rift Riff. This is a game that's like $8 and it is a tower defense. It touts itself as being very forgiving, which is very appealing to me because I'm actually not very good at tower defense games, but it's got quite a bit of depth from what I've seen. It also has a very charming style. Build my extractor. Oh, it's actually got the PS4 input buttons, which I always appreciate when games do that. Pick your tools. Applies a slowdown effect to monster movement and attack speed. Fires slowly and does little damage, but it's cheap. Throws projectiles that explode, great against groups, terrible against individuals. Oh, I see. Yeah, so you are sort of picking your tools before you approach the level. It lets you know what you're going to face, and then you pick from the kind of pool of towers that you have. Juice is used for building towers. When monsters spawn, juice will slowly trickle in. You can build towers on these spots to defend against monsters. Let's build a tower here. This game also lets you build towers while the level is progressing, so I just finished my bout with Rock On in UFO 50, so I'm still feeling the burn of a really difficult tower defense game, but this already kind of reminds me of that in some ways. With enough juice you can build towers before and during waves. You'll figure out the rest. Pump the juice. As the level progresses we can oh we're already doing kind of badly. Okay, cool. Yeah, we love it. I don't have enough juice to I guess I need to spawn one of these. You do get 100% refund rate for towers, so I could like sell this when I have enough. Fill in wave. I guess I have to sell it between rounds. So it took a little bit of damage, but I can refund that, and now I can buy this guy, which is going to have a bit more damage against groups. Maybe I'll come down here. Can I also attack? I don't know if I can. I've got a pretty good defense against individuals. Can I do anything to them? No. I was just wondering if they actually hurt me as well. And you know, the rule of tower defense games is they're going to throw individuals at me, then they're going to throw like tanky guys, and then they're going to throw fast guys. So I'm going to want to have something to slow down some individuals like here maybe. Oof, that's not going well. You also get all of your health back between rounds. The trailer is really good. It's got one of the best trailers for a game I've seen in a long time, because like rather than like you trying to kind of infer what you want to know about the game, it just straight up tells you, hey, this is a tower defense game and it's got some really forgiving mechanics. This happens and this happens and it lets you do this. And I really appreciate that. That's really cool. He'll do pew pew at monsters, pump the juice. So we got pew pew, we got pew pew. What is this? Did I make this? I guess I did. Is this our fast unit? Wow, that thing has a lot of health. All right, we're gonna need something against that. We can be sure that if something makes it this far, it's probably an individual, so I'm comfortable placing those two towers there. This is bad. Well, we get all our health back. It's not like Rock On. We don't care if we take some damage. Enter the rift. +1 prism. Buy the turret tower. Okay. Fires at monsters in rapid succession. I can now unlock this path. I love the presentation of this game. It's got a very simplistic look, but it works really well. Hollow Hill. Group of tiny monsters fear your blasting artillery. And we're getting tutorialized for sure, but you know what? That's totally fine. So we have to fight 92 monsters. Is that what I'm reading there? Move straight to extractor. Weak little buggers who do modest damage show up in large groups. I love the design of these stages. They're so simple, but they're really well done. So this is recommended. This is the thing we just got. And we probably want this thing as well because it's going to slow them down. And I kind of want to put a slowdown like right here and then a turret, and then we'll start. Yeah, that's feeling like the right move. We're going to want a mortar as well, I think. Probably like right here. We don't have the juice yet. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. We could throw down a couple, like, I guess we don't have the individual one. Okay. We've got a little helper drone that's going to shoot them, so we got to also participate a little bit here. Probably another mortar is going to be what we want. Oh, that one is going to spawn some enemies now. Uh-oh. Okay. What if we did like another slow-mo here? You know, we've got the mortar. That one's, I think, well placed. Oh, we're going to need an individual one or a turret. I think that's as good as we're going to do. What's going on with the mortar? Okay, it did it now. It seemed very slow about it. The slowdown tower is doing some really good work. Oh, that mortar is not very smart sometimes. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Gotta make sure we're building towers. It's probably better than trying to do damage. Mortar could be doing a bit smarter, but that's okay. We've got the turrets, and again, we don't care if a couple of them squeeze through. Some flowers will grow as monsters come close to it. Use X to pick up and get some extra juice. Okay, interesting. I think we want another mortar. like right here. Wonder if we can upgrade towers eventually. I definitely want to put a turret here. We're gonna need to do some extra damage to this guy. These tall lads are quite tanky. We're doing quite well here. Of course, don't we want monsters to get over here now so that we can grow some flowers? Game kind of reminds me of some like really classic indie games, like what was it called? The Brothers EP or something. It's got kind of that vibe. Didn't this have a different stage? Faint trace of another dimension. Okay, so that I think that each stage has a alternative like harder mode, but we don't have the ability to access it just yet. Urban planning. When you do not have enough juice, attempting to build an or upgrade a tower will now schedule it instead of cancel it. Oh. That's cool. Sniper does heavy damage in a massive range, but fires at painfully slow rate. Damages all monsters in its radius. Great against groups if they're in range. Overlooked by monsters. Does decent damage but can't target close by monsters. Interesting. I kind of like that one. I'm gonna go for that one. We can unlock the other ones at another point. The little vocals are actually really good. So we're gonna have to pick our towers. This level is a little bit more complex. Pick your tools. So we've got drip, fragile but quick and do decent damage, often in the way of shooting other monsters. Move straight to extractor, move straight to extractor. We haven't yet gotten a monster that does not move straight to extractor. So we want to pick the long shot. I'm glad I picked that one. I think I want the turret, and I think I'll always want the slower. Let's take that. And we're gonna have to build accordingly because we have 2 entry points now. I wonder if we did a long shot here. This is a perfect long shot spot. Let's do a long shot there. Let's just go for heavy damage right now, and then we'll worry about slowdown later. We could always sell this one in the next zone. And we can also assist. Remember, we want to be building towers if we can. Oh, here we go. Okay, maybe slowdown isn't a great idea, but I do think everything we have there right now is okay. Let's do like another long shot here when we have the means. Oh, that's right, we can queue it up now. I love that feature a lot, actually. I definitely want to have a long shot here, and maybe we want to have like a turret here. I don't know where we're gonna put our slowdown. Maybe somewhere like here. The range is so short. Maybe we do this. Honestly, the long shots are like kind of working for me. Okay, you can only queue one thing at a time. Worth noting that. Do we have any flowers? I don't think so. I'm not gonna worry too much about optimizing for flowers. They're cool, you know, in concept, but I don't think you're meant to like give them too much thought. You know what? We've got a tower queued. We don't have to worry too much about placing a tower. I actually really like that mechanic. I think the only thing this game is missing, and maybe they'll give it to me later, is knowing the path of the monsters. The music is actually really well done. It conveys a great sense of anxiety. Kind of reminds me of Fez a little bit and some of Disaster Piece's work. Oh, that I've just seen where we can put our slowdown. That works really well. Okay, we've gotten some pretty good juice. I'm not seeing any flowers. I'm not too concerned about that. They're hitting us pretty hard right now. I just realized we unqueued another tower. We unqueued our slowdown. No, we needed that. Still, I think we're doing quite well. Yeah, I have to say I really like the presentation of this game, and the music is actually really cool. I guess we could do a turret here. Might want to do another slowdown pretty soon. Maybe right here. Wouldn't be a bad idea. I haven't been paying too close attention to where enemies are spawning. These long shots are working really well. Slowdown here, do you think? Probably turret. This is the last wave. We don't have to worry too much. And it did say you can upgrade towers. I should be trying to upgrade towers. Yeah, this is really cool. I have to say, like, my relationship with tower defense games is kind of, I don't know, trepidous, but this is really, really well executed. Like, reimagining of the tower defense games, it really kind of like rethinks the whole genre, and I think to great execution. I love the graphics on your little witch. They're really charming. This whole thing is very charming. There's not a lot going on with this stage. I don't think that long shots are gonna work as well for us. They did say sniper. Yeah, I needed sniper to unlock the stage, so that's kind of a gimme. Definitely gonna take slower, and I think turret, although it's got the decently healthy floating balls. I don't know if they're bombarding us with like little guys as much in this one. Fires slowly and does little damage, but it's cheap. Well, they're starting us with quite a lot of buy-in, so I definitely want to make use of the sniper, I think. Like, look at that. That's the entire stage right there. But I do know for a fact that the sniper is very slow to fire, so we're going to want to have a little bit of stuff like this. Probably I will sell this in favor of a slowdown later on. I'm just gonna stand here. I keep thinking I'm gonna like optimize my movement so I can do more damage, but that's not gonna work. Snipers barely had a chance to fire. Let's just turret there, cue a turret there. I think that that is totally fine. Turret, okay, there we go. Sniper is really slow to fire. They're not kidding. Wow, like really slow to fire. Can we get a shot? Okay. I definitely am gonna put another sniper up there, but I don't know. They're kind of not worth it in some ways. Of course, if we have two, then they actually will fire in like tandem. So we're gonna sell this one and put a slow effect. And I'm gonna make a mental note. Oh, we've got little guys. That's fine. I kind of planned for little guys. I'm gonna make a mental note of when the slowdown wears off, if they even last that long. Also, just gonna keep buying turrets. Let's just queue up another turret up there. I really like that mechanic, actually. That's like one of my favorite features so far. That would have done so much, honestly, to make Rock On a bit more pleasant. Might have changed the balance. I'm not gonna completely overlook that fact. Okay, so around here is when the wear off, the slowdown wears off. So I'm gonna sell this tower. Let's just build another sniper up here, maybe. Let's buy a sniper up here, because that one's good. That spot's a little bit less useful. I think I'm doing a pretty good job managing my time and resources, but also the game is, as they say, very forgiving. It's nice. It feels good. It feels good to play a game that isn't out to kill me. Ironically, slowdown will like wear off around here, so I might put down another slowdown. I wonder if I can upgrade these. No, not yet. They haven't yet given me that mechanic. So we're just gonna go ahead and throw down a turret there and a turret there, and I'm gonna put down another sniper there. Yeah, that sniper there is actually doing some good work. And I might honestly throw down another sniper here. You probably want more firepower near our vulnerable spot. Also, this is the last round. I do kind of wish you could sell towers in the round, but I'm sure that there was a reason they did it that way. Okay, so we can buy the last two things, or we could do this. A statue that can take some damage when it is unavoidable. I'm assuming we're gonna need the Nova. This is how the game is kind of tutorializing, which I do appreciate this. It's introducing us to all of the towers. Can we do that? Requires big toolbox. We don't have that yet. Much later down the line, you're gonna be able to take in quite a lot of towers. We're talking like 8 towers, 8 to 10 towers. The levels are much bigger. You have a few more tools to your disposal, and the stakes are raised. Okay, we have 3 stages: damage all monsters and radius. It's great against groups if they're in range. I don't think the tower is going to be good for us. I really like the turret. Maybe the mortar. Dogs from hell, tough to kill, do solid damage, hunt in packs. Yeah, and I guess I want the slower. Okay, so what's the range on this guy? Not a lot. Not even as much as the turret. We've got 20, so we can only afford 2 of those towers, and we can't even buy 3 of the normal turrets. I kind of feel like we need to do something like this, because I know they're gonna kind of all squeeze towards us. It's a little bit spooky, but it might be what we need to do. Yeah, that feels like a pretty good decision, if I'm being real. Might even be the intended path. Ooh, we got ourselves a flower. Uh-oh. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. They gave us a couple more flowers. We don't really have any money to spend. I'm wondering, nah, we should keep it like this. And I'm gonna buy another hound here. I'm pretty okay with our setup right now. It's okay. I'm just, hanging out near our tower to try and assist it. But yeah, this is a rough level. Honestly, some slowdown would be really nice, like maybe around here. So I'll put a slowdown there and a slowdown there. Might swap these out for Novas, since, they're gonna do the most damage with everything grouped up like that. The slowdowns were a great idea. I think they're gonna basically help kill all of that stuff. Nice. Yeah. Okay, this is working out really well. Perfect. We're also getting some flowers. I should grab those when I see them, because we might actually grow more of them Oh, we're done. I keep thinking, like my head's still in like rock on mode where it's like, if I don't keep moving, then I'm not gonna get, you know, X, Y, and Z perfect stage or blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, no, no. Remember, this game's actually like forgiving and wants the best for you. I don't know if that counted as everything I needed. Still require the big box. Okay. Big toolbox. Select up to 4 towers at the start of each scenario. Okay, there we go. So now we can pick 4 towers, and the levels are going to require them. This upcoming monster has a rage icon. The raging monsters attack all towers. Inspect monster rifts for more info on upcoming monsters. This one also attacks all towers. They all attack all towers. Wow. Worm, spike, pill. Statue that can take some damage when it is unavoidable. So we want that. I think we want Nova because it's overlooked by monsters. I think we do want the slowdown, even though it will be subject to being attacked. We might want to actually take the sniper because it'll be able to attack monsters from far away, or maybe the long shot. I feel like the long shot has a better chance of being useful. So how much does this... Oh, that's quite expensive. I think we want to take... oh, we can't even afford a second hound. Oh, they're only coming in from one angle. What we could do is take a couple hounds, or just one hound, and then buy a second hound as soon as it's available, which will be, yeah, pretty soon. And we actually get ourselves a couple of flowers right away. Yeah, the hound, the novas are the right play, I think. We got another flower. One more flower would have been really nice. Now they're going to be coming in from 2 angles. That's going to make things a bit more difficult, obviously. I'm going to kill that and put a nova down here. And I'll queue a nova there, because I don't know when they're going to come in, right? Okay, we got ourselves a flower, another flower. You want to pick those up when they appear, I think. You definitely want to queue a tower when you can, when you think of it. This is working pretty good. I think we do want to take the distraction tower, but I'm not sure where or when we're going to place that. I feel like we were intended to put it here and then like some kind of tower so that they attack the guard tower and then we wear them down over time. But honestly, this is working better. Just spam novas. They seem to be doing the damage. Except now we are going to be getting hit from behind. So let's undo that, and we're going to basically place the same business over here. That works. That's working. Okay, working less now. What if we do this? Okay, that kind of works. What if we do a long shot here? Nope. That's not gonna work. That's why we can't sell turrets. The Nova here, I don't know if it will work. Maybe it will. I don't know if I don't think we're using slowdowns in this at all. I actually kind of wish I'd bought the turret because the turret has slightly more range. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy a Nova here and then queue a guard or an obelisk. That will buy me a bit more time. Towers heal between rounds, by the way, if they're not destroyed, which is nice. Is this not doing anything? Oh, I should be grabbing those flowers. Yeah, the obelisk died. Bummer. Still, I mean, I'm not in dire danger right now, so I must be doing something right. Maybe I am in dire trouble. Ooh, yeah, Ooh. Okay, yeah, never mind. Wow. Okay, so it just puts us in the beginning of the stage. That's actually exceptionally kind. I like the idea of those obelisk towers, but they weren't really working out for me, were they? You know, it'd be kind of nice. Let's try selling all of these first parts here and put like, yeah, these are cheaper. Put something like that down. What if we put a long shot here? Okay, and as soon as that's built, then we'll put another one here. Except the problem here is that now this hound is doing nothing. So if we get through this wave, this is the last wave. There is no getting through this wave. This hound is doing something. We just make this a hound. As soon as that's built, I'll make this a hound. The obelisks are kind of holding up, so... Oh, that one's not. Respawns after wave. Starts at reduced health. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit scary. Okay, that tower's gone. Is that the end of the round? Okay, that was much better. We didn't die. Refund towers 10 times. I got a Shivo. Yeah, this is a really cool game. I like this a lot. I love the look of it. I love the gameplay is like excellent. Wonder what's going on there. There's a little bit of a something being conveyed to me. Okay, so they're suggesting obelisk. What is this? Sentinel, immensely healthy but very slow spheres that do heavy damage. Move straight to extractor. Attack towers on fertile ground. That must be what those mean. The kind of the smoking ground. Okay, let's take I think I want to take a sniper. We've got healthy, resilient, drips, and sparky. So I think I want to take a nova. We want to take an obelisk. I think I want to take a long shot, and I think I want to take a turret. Maybe this is fertile ground. Yuck. Towers built on these spots may attract monsters. Try it. Build a tower here. Okay, that's the tutorial done. So what I'd like to do is actually I want to build a turret here because its range is a bit better. So let's just make a nice tasty snack here, and then we'll be able to just lure them over and shoot them dead. It'd be good if we could do this setup near where the flowers are prone to spawn. The long shot isn't actually that good there. We should have maybe built something. We should have taken snipers. Okay, so let's do like the same thing over here. I'm gonna sell this hound. Or not hound, sorry, nova. This will make more sense to put novas here because it's a little bit more bunched up. Let's try that. The problem is that this setup is going to mean that they kill this obelisk almost for sure, and then it's spawning with less health every round. But who knows? You know, like at a certain point, we are profiting defenses. Ooh, flower. Wait, what is this? I meant for that to be a. Well, actually, does it make sense to be a nova? Oh, well, whatever. Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned about this setup. Is it actually gonna... I really wish I'd taken a sniper on this round instead of a long shot. Long shots don't have the range to be very useful on this map. Uh-oh. You know what? So these are starting at half health. Things are getting a little bit dicier. We did get some flowers. I think I'm gonna sell those towers that I bought, the turrets. I think a slowdown would have been pretty good. Let's just like buy a couple of these guys to wear them down. We'll do something with this, you know, maybe in the 4th round. This is obviously not gonna play out like that forever. Yeah, this needs to be a turret. This nova here is doing nothing. Oof, I really wish I'd been a bit smarter about it. Okay, you know what? Let's do this. I'm not gonna buy the obelisk right away. Instead, I'm gonna buy everything else and then queue the obelisk, because then as soon as we afford it, it'll be a fresh distraction for them. That works really well, actually. I think we make this a long shot. I think that's the only place a long shot's gonna make sense, and also here. This might actually be better. I should make sure I check for flowers. Oh, flowers. Also put a long shot here. I think that'll work. Interesting that this guy completely ignored the obelisk. That's actually a little bit scary. He's just gonna make a total beeline, huh? That's not good. Damn, okay. This guy is a real problem. Nice that I didn't have to worry too much about the other units, because all of our little baited grounds worked out well. Complete a scenario with a tower on fertile ground. We've got a whole bunch of different stages now. Requires unlocking Gatling tower. Longer range. Oh, this is an upgrade. Unlocks the upgrade option to increase the range of towers. Mortar, outpost, sniper, turret, long shot. MJC is a mobile juice capture and storage device. Generates 8 juice every wave. Somehow explodes all the time. Oh, that's a companion. Gatling does good damage but slowly winds up its fire rate and aim speed. Does the range work on... Yeah, the longer range works on the Gatling, so I feel like we should buy that. I would like to get the MJs. Kind of want to try this stage now that I actually have the Gatling. I am assuming we're meant to use the Gatling cleverly in this stage. Do we have any fertile ground, I wonder? Definitely want to take the Gatling. They're recommending the obelisk. Okay, I kind of understand now. It looks like we don't have to use up a slot for upgrades. Kind of want to take the sniper. What do we got? Attacks all towers. Okay, so I definitely think we want the nova. There's a lot of sturdy monsters here, so we definitely want some snipers. So we want like an obelisk here and maybe a couple of Gatlings. I think what I might do right now is just buy a nova here and a nova here, and then we'll just let that do what it needs to do, right? I wonder if I can queue upgrades later. The reason I want longer range on the Gatling is because then its windup will start earlier. We want another Gatling here. Actually, I want to queue this upgrade. Okay, you can queue upgrades. Uh-oh. So this is fine. Obviously what we're gonna want to do, we do want to get a sniper. We'll want to make these all Gatlings. Then I think can we make this, what happens if we, okay, if we make this a sniper and then extend its range, all of these snipers will actually be pretty helpful. But I think we'll want to maybe put another obelisk here eventually. Those Novas are doing like really good work. Probably better than snipers could do. This is gonna get scary very quickly. Oh no! I guess I'll undo that. Maybe we increase the range. I don't know if that's doing as much as I would like. If I refund this, will you get the upgrade as well? Yeah, it looks like it will. Let's buy the Gatling and then buy another obelisk and another Nova here. Can't upgrade the Nova's range. And we need to just have a Gatling queued up whenever we can. I hope that the Novas would buy us enough time that the Gatlings can actually rev up. Might want to put some obelisks. You know what? We're going to unqueue that and put an obelisk there. I don't think we're supposed to necessarily put all of our eggs in one basket in this zone, but you know, it works for me. I might want to swap out this Gatling for a Nova. I think those two Novas are really working out. I don't think this Gatling here is going to make much sense. I think it'll make more sense as a Nova. Didn't mean to make it now though. And I think it's time to start buying like snipers and stuff. Oh, that queued the wrong thing. Oh, that was it. Complete the first scenario in keep. Upgrade a tower. All right. Well, I'm going to leave it there. This is a really cool game. I like it a lot. A lot of room for experimentation here. It's got some depth. Really snappy. I love the presentation. Great music. Great everything. No notes, honestly. Like for a tower defense game, like as I've said many times, tower defense games are not really my bag. I can really appreciate this one, and it seems approachable enough for me to jump into it and actually kind of know what I'm doing. There'll be a link in the description if you want to check it out yourself. Definitely let me know what you think of it in the comments, and maybe hit the like button, consider subscribing. I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.